It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Jags and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
In the only building this franchise has ever known, we're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe already this season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
The Clemson product, he entered the league a couple years ago, Mike, as one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen really in the last decade. And it's easy to see why when you put on the tape, right? His physical skills, his arm strength, they jump out at you. But now, if he's ever going to reach that full potential, he has to start placing an emphasis on protecting the ball. Get rid of the bad. There's so much good in his game. Don't let it be overshadowed. That's been the biggest knock of his career, and if he can change that, the sky is the limit.
ETN now on 1st and 10. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Dell motioning over. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And that one is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On second down, Stroud digs on the reception. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll run here with Akers. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Jags offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Strange in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Offense. Still second down.
Second down, Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll run for it with Etienne. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs. Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. On the quick slant, caught by Tank Dell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Duvernay with the grab. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. That's on the big man, Cam Robinson. They go play action for Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. A big play for Jacksonville. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his first touchdown this year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Stroud. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Quick hitting slant there. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Lawrence now. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Texans offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top, as we'll send you over to Orlando. We'll get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Dell motioning over. Running is Akers. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they will remain down by 1.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the...
And he will score. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. A give for Etienne, heading right. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. To throw is Lawrence. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now here's Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They put Strange in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Akers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll stick to the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. This is caught at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught, so they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 2nd down, Lawrence. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the 1st down up to the 45. Once again, it's Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.